Hello, 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 and happy Tuesday to you guys. Hope you guys are having a good week already. It's Naveen with Naveen's Cuisine, and today I'm in the mood to make a tomato tart. But the tart material that I'm using today is not your regular pie crust or puff pastry crust. I'm making crust from polenta. So I'm going to be preparing my 10-inch bottom removable pan. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of oil. And then I cut a piece of grease-proof paper that is the same size as the bottom. I took the bottom out and I kind of put the paper on top of it, and with a pen I made a nice circle and then cut the paper. Now I'm putting it in. So the base is done, and now we're going to make the polenta. So now we're going to make the polenta so we can make polenta crust. And this here is 1 quart of, you can use vegetable stock, chicken stock. I have chicken stock. I'm going to put a quart in here. I'm going to have my pan right here ready. Once it boils, I would put in, oh, you can do it too here. There's 4 ounces and a stick of butter, and I need 1 ounce. So if you divide that by 4, it's about 2 tablespoons. Meantime, I need to put 6 ounces of polenta. Yeah, 6 ounces of polenta ready. I'm also going to use 2 ounces of parmesan and the 2 tablespoons of butter we already put in there. It's going to be boiling in a little bit here. And I got my polenta. I got some nice Parmesan oregano. And you get your stove going at 350, and you will need to bake that polenta in the pan that has a removable bottom that we got ready already. We're going to pour the polenta in there once it's done. Place it in the pan. And off we go. Just put it in a sheet pan. And get it ready. Oh, it already smells good. The broth with the polenta and the butter and the parmesan. That's one heck of a tart pastry or tart bottom, don't you think? All right, the broth is starting to boil. I've got a wooden spoon, and we're gonna put this in. And we're gonna Stir around for a few minutes until all the polenta has absorbed the broth and it started to bubble. Like I said, I already have my oven at 350. It should be there in about 25 minutes. And while this is going on, while the polenta base is cooking, baking, I would start getting the filling going. It's a beautiful tart for spring with tea, like a tea party. You can have it just with a nice green salad next to it. You can eat it alone. Very colorful with the heirloom tomatoes sliced on top. You got the ricotta cheese. You can use goat cheese also, but I'm opting for Hirondelle herbal cheese, herbal garlic cheese, to give it this nice, wonderful taste. And I'm going to put about 2 ounces of parmesan. Oh my God, it smells wonderful. Put a little bit of salt, not too much because the broth has salt, and then later on the cheese will also have salt. Black pepper. And see, it's going to start to bubble and plop, 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 plop. Almost. Well, the polenta is all nice and thick. I'm going to pour it here slowly. Kind of spread it out. Make sure the sides let it settle a little bit, and then we're going to start bringing in the polenta to the sides, so when it bakes it can be formed that way. See, it's so easy once it's cooked and thickened. Very easy to manage. Wonderful. Very slowly, kind of smooth it out until all sides are covered in polenta. Beautiful. Now I'm going to put it in the oven, 25 minutes, get it out. See you in a bit.
that tape? Remember with the tape they used to, so you used for the bag?
I gave it to you. You've had it since.
You don't have it?
No, I had it on the glass table and you used it.
Okay.
I haven't touched it since.
Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, now we're gonna make the filling for the polenta tart. We're gonna put a container, 5 ounce of Boursin herb and garlic cheese, nice and creamy and tasty. And we're gonna put in half a container of ricotta, and this is 15 ounce, so we're gonna put about 7.5 ounce in here. And of course the Boursin cheese with the garlic and the herbs. It's gonna be nice and tasty. Actually, I think I want to put in more of the ricotta. Maybe the whole thing. There you go, because I like this as creamy as possible. If you leave the cheese out a little bit, about half an hour, it's really very easy to spread. I think I want to put in a little bit more of Italian seasoning. Beautiful. And for me, I just want a little bit of more salt. And some cracked black pepper. Give it another whisk or two. And look how nice and creamy and easy to spread that's going to be. So I'm going to put this on the side and get my polenta shell out of the oven now and let it cool. All right, so now that the polenta is cooked, we're going to lift. See how easy that is now? I'm going to lift that up and kind of pull the bottom away, and voila, nice and beautiful. And we will put the beautiful ricotta Boursin cheese in the middle. You can swirl it around, pipe it around, flatten it, whatever you like. You don't want to waste any of this precious cheese. And spread it around. Nice and soft. This is wonderful to eat for breakfast, lunch, dinner, brunch. You can even serve it as a tea with little tea sandwiches and salad and so forth. Something different to do. A polenta tart instead of the usual puff pastry and such. Yum, yum. Mm. Now we will slice the heirloom tomatoes right on top. I have these beautiful tomatoes I found at Trader Joe's. And you got the red, the yellow, the dark purple one, and we will slice it. Nice and thin. So let's see, we got a yellow, and we're gonna cut a few more slices and alternate the colors. Heirloom tomatoes are wonderful. They're very unique in shape. Not two are the same. And it's just like straight out of the ground. Sorry, not ground. Straight out of a tomato plant. No frills. Beautiful colors. You can also find them at a farmer's market. So put the red, we put yellow, and we put, I'll call it, I don't know, green, yellow, red, and green, and so forth until all the slices are gone. Maybe we put a little bit more of the green ones in the middle. Beautiful. The rest I'm going to chop them up and put them in a salad. You can also cut a little bit more like that. Kind of let it rest here and here. Beautiful. The colors are attractive. Summer nights require nice cool meals, cool soups, salads and such. And this would be fabulous. We are going to put a dash of Italian seasoning. You can put thinly sliced scallions, a few spots of olive oil, a few specks of black pepper, and voila, look at this attractive, delicious tart.